welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will share with you 7 quick powerful tips for PowerPoint. These tips will help you navigate better in your presentation, especially when you're using documents with different formats in your deck. Overall, it will make your presentation experience a whole lot better. Let's get started with these tips, and remember, I do these weekly videos on data analysis and visualization using different tools such as Tableau, PowerPoint, Excel and Python. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. Do you have a lot of content you want to fit into your slide, but the size of your slide doesn't allow you to do that without compromising on the quality and the white space in your deck? Well, now you can solve that problem by changing the size of the slide. Let me show you how we can do that. For that, select Design, go to Slide Size. You can select from the existing options such as Standard or Widescreen, or go to Page Setup. In the Size option, click on the slide size, and here suppose if I want A4 paper, I will click on that. And you can also change the orientation. Suppose I want to change from landscape to portrait mode, I'll click on that and press on OK. Now it will ask me whether I want to scale my data, my existing data in the slide, or do I want to leave it as is. So I'll click on Scale. Here it is. Now as you can see, the size of the slides in my deck is changed, as well as the data is scaled. Let me go back to my previous display option, because this is what we'll be working on today. The second tip that I'm going to talk about today is organizing and grouping your slides. Often we have multiple number of slides in our deck, and therefore sometimes we have to go through the entire PPT to find that particular slide or particular section we are looking for. The best way we can avoid doing that is by organizing and grouping our slides into sections. So to divide our slides into sections, let's first click on the first slide we want as a first section. Then right click on that slide, click on Add Sections, name it. Maybe I'll just name it as Section 1 and click on OK. Here our Section 1 is created and all the slides are included into that. Follow the same steps to create other sections in the deck. Suppose if I want to create other section from slide 4, right click, click on Add Section, rename it. Suppose maybe I will give it a name Section 2 and click on Rename, and you can see the two sections are created in our slide. You can click on these triangles to show or hide the contents of our section. Suppose, see, so this is how we can create the sections in our slide. Now let's move on to our third tip, that is adding videos and documents in our slide. PowerPoint provides this option of adding videos and documents of other formats, which is very useful because it helps you to add these useful documents in your deck, which you can use during your presentation, and you do not have to toggle between the PPT and the document that you want to use. So let's see how we can do that. Suppose if you want to add an Excel sheet or a Word document into your slide, let's click on Insert, go to Objects. Suppose you want to add an Excel sheet here, click on Select Excel Sheet, then from File option it will go to a folder, and then you can select the folder where you have saved your file, and then just click onto the file that you want the data that needs to be embedded. Select Insert and OK. Now your data in the Excel sheet that you have is added into the slide. You can follow the same steps for a Word document as well. If you want to add an audio file or a video file, uh, you have to follow almost the similar steps for that as well. Suppose here you want to add a YouTube video. Let me just click on the select the URL link that we are going to use for our online video. Let's select insert, go to video. You can select movie from file, which will allow you to select the file that you have saved on your computer, or you can just click on online movie, add the URL, and it's already added, but I think it's not displaying yet. Let's click on insert, and that's how your YouTube or your video is added onto your slide. Now if you want to see how you can play your video onto the slide, go to the slideshow, and all you have to do is just click on the play button and your slide will start playing. That's how you can add documents, Word document, Excel document, as well as audio and video clips in your deck. Now the fourth tip that I'm going to talk about today is using Zoom to make dynamic presentations. I think Zoom is a great way to make your presentations dynamic. Here your main slide will act as a canvas, and you can link it to as many slides as you want in your deck. Let me give you an example here. Suppose this is an example slide wherein we just want to show the topics that we have covered in our deck, and we want to add the slides that we'll be using as a reference. So let's go to insert, click on zoom. So it gives you an option for summary zoom, section zoom, as well as slide zoom. Section zoom will allow you to add section slides that you have already the sections that you've already created into your canvas slide. Let us select the slide zoom option here. So here, if you select the slide zoom option, you can select the slides of your choice that you want to add on to this main slide. And to add the slides, click on each slide. For example, if I want to add slide number 6, and press Ctrl, and then maybe slide number 5, slide number 2, and slide number 1. Let's click on insert, and all our slides will be added onto our canvas. You can resize these slides, sorry. And now if you want to merge the background of your slide with the main slide's background, you just have to click on a slide, right click on it, click on zoom background, and you as you can see, your slide is merged with the background of your main slide. Now when you go to the slideshow option and click on a particular slide, here if I click on add a YouTube video, it will directly take you to that video, to that slide that you have referred to. So this is about using Zoom and how we can make our presentation dynamic. Now let's talk about our fifth tip, that is viewing speaker notes during presentation. So I think adding speaker notes is a very useful option in PowerPoint, because if you want to keep a note of some points that you want to use during your presentation, you can add it in the notes section below. Here, as you can see, I have already added some points as an example. Let me just add some more points in other slide. You can have separate notes for each slide. Let me just add this, And let me show you how we can refer to these notes while we are presenting our slide on a presenter view. So you can see that the notes that we have added are visible to you. Remember that these notes will be visible to you and not to your audience while you're presenting your slide on a presenter view. Now, sixth tip is about some of the tips related to while we are on our presentation view. So let me just go to our slideshow mode. And while sometimes it so happens that while we are presenting, we may want to have we may have some specific elements on our slide that we want to point out to our audience. And one great way to do that is to change this our existing pointer, that is arrow, to maybe a laser or a pen. So the best way to do this, either you just right click and select from the pointer options. You can select an arrow, pen, or a laser pointer, or maybe a pen, or you can use keyboard shortcut to activate these options. For example, for laser, you can just press Ctrl plus L, which will activate your laser. And for pen, you can press Ctrl plus P, and then your pen will be activated, and you can scribble whatever you want on your slide through this pen. And once you're done and you want to erase the content that you have added through this pen, all you have to do is press E, and all the content will be erased that you've added through the pen from your slide. And now if you want to move back to the arrow option, you can just click on Ctrl P again, and it will take you back to the arrow option. The seventh and the last tip that I'm going to talk about is saving your deck as .pps extension. This tip will be very helpful if you want to directly open your file into presentation mode. So whenever you're ready to give your presentation, you do not have to show your background deck where you have worked. You can just directly open the file into a presentation mode. Let me show you how we can do that. So let me go to the folder that I have saved my file into, and let me just duplicate this file, rename it, and instead of .ppts extension, I will change it to .pps, and that's it. And if now when you open your PowerPoint slide, it will directly open into slideshow mode. These are some of the tips that I wanted to share with you. Hope you find them helpful. If you have some great ideas or tips on PowerPoint, please write down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching this, and do remember, I upload new videos every week, and check out my other videos if you're into data analysis and visualization. I will see you next time.